Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wise-ish. your daily power boost for the week, to keep you going, to keep you inspired, to just help you to, I guess, add that little spark in the day, add that little bit of wisdom in the day. This particular period that we're in is definitely asking us to be a lot more wiser in the way we conduct our affairs in life. And you found, I'm sure, if you do a life review and go back in your past, there are certain choices that you made that you could see that if you had a little bit more knowledge about it or a little bit more wisdom, it would have been a whole lot smoother, wouldn't it? So in many ways, we either choose for something easy, something simple, or do you actually go for quality? Both are very important. I've found that sometimes when something is very simple, it sometimes has a kind of a quality in it. But then there's so many variations to quality, right? I think a lot about the jewelry at Tiffany's. Not that I think about it now, but let's use that as a reference. The pieces that are in the showcase at Tiffany's, you will not find at K Jewelers. No pun intended to K Jewelers, of course. Nor will you find it in a department store or at Walmart. It's got quality. And what is the meaning of quality? It has a lot to do with the intention that you put into something. It has to do with the fact that you have decided to select the best mineral or resource or item, or let's take it on a spiritual level. When you live a quality-based life, you decide to choose the best thoughts in whatever you will do. So when you choose the best quality thoughts, you actually pull from the depths of the purest part of your intentionality. You've heard me speak a lot about it. That when you wish to live a quality-based life, it comes from a very deep, sincere place within your subconscious and conscious. There are two parts of us. There's a very superficial, surfaced part that we go through the day and we do what's required of us to do. But the deeper part of you answers the question, why do you do what you do? That's what will distinguish your quality or lack of quality. If in whatever way you can really deeply create a foundation in your being of really knowing that whatever you do is for a higher cause, for a higher purpose, for God, for the divine, for the betterment of humanity, then it's quality-based. Now, many of us during the lockdown were looking for a simpler way of living, and I'm sure on one level it's become a lot more simpler for you. No more traffic, no more driving in, what you call it, rush hour as such, for some of you or for most of you. Also, maybe all the expenses that you used to incur by going to restaurants, nightclubs, and so on. All the shopping you used to do. That is curtailed. That is slowed down a lot. And you look into your closet and you wonder, where do you wear those clothes? There's nowhere to go. You look at your shoes and you start to kind of throw away some items that you're not using anymore. There's something inside of you that feels you kind of want something a little more simpler now. You're going more back to a sense of basics. How many more Zoom conferences are you going to do? Zoom parties, Zoom schooling, Zoom get-togethers, How many of those really pacify your heart and soul? And in one weird way, Zooming is so simple, isn't it? It's just the touch of a button. It's just a click of a button. And you go, wow, that's really simple. At the beginning, it felt hard because you weren't used to something simple. You were used to waking up in the morning, yawning, stretching, going to take a bath, make your coffee, make your tea, try to figure out what you're going to wear that day. If it's a really big meeting, well, you had to make sure you had the right power colors wearing. You had to wear your power suit in that meeting so you can get that contract or finalize that deal. Remember how much thinking you used to put into getting ready in the morning? So now you have your cup of coffee. Some folks have their breakfast or lunch at their laptops. It's cropped up on a few books. You're sitting there and you click. Hi everyone, welcome to Zoom. It's different, hasn't it been? But never let your simplicity reduce your quality. Even if you have to be simple, it's in that simple approach where there might be less in your life, or you just might not have to put too much thinking in something. But still, let there be that goodness about it. Let there be that quality in it. Some people might go for quality, but they're not simple. It becomes very complicated. Some people are simple, but they don't put that quality in it. Can you have both? Absolutely. With quality, answer your why. Why do you do what you do? With simplicity, just make sure it matches a quality-based expression. Because in a way, your simplicity reveals a little bit of your closeness to God. I feel that. God is very simple. Human beings aren't. And so when I can live a simple way of doing things, like some folks just like a lot of craziness. Some people can just do it like this. Some people need a lot of things. Some people just need this. And they still have quality in what they're doing. So in a way, God is very simple. And so am I. And so are you. That I can still make something look very beautiful, even if it's simple. So even though sometimes we shoot for quality, I'm telling you, if you don't answer your why, sometimes it just won't come out right. In other words, why do you do what you do? So think about it. Answer your why. If you're really wishing to perform things in a very simple way, you can actually show your quality in simplicity. It usually supports the virtues of purity, cleanliness, and peace. Thank you for joining us on Wises. And now let's hear what your sweet good wish and blessing is for today. Today, your good wish and blessing is: you are a very powerful soul, and you will exceed in everything you do with your courage and enthusiasm. Thank you so much for joining us on Wises today. Please remember that I do an evening program Monday through Friday on the Meditation Museum YouTube and Facebook called The Next Normal. Look out for it because we have a lot of wonderful guests if you'd like to go back into some of our archived programs. And don't forget to tune into America Meditating Radio, your #1 meditation podcast, featuring a host of incredible people. Look, you take care of yourself. And don't forget to keep adding some wisdom into your day. Much love. See you again.